Oxford from the inside. The good, the bad, but always the truth.
Hi everyone, I'm Megan. I use she, her pronouns, and welcome to today's episode of Oxford from the Inside, the good, the bad, but always the truth. Today we're joined by Eilidh. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep. Hi, I'm Eilidh. I use she, her pronouns. I did law at Trinity College from 2016 to 2019. And I am now doing a master's in science in media, communications and international journalism at Glasgow University.
Wow, well, thank you very much for joining us. So, would you like to tell us about your career path so far?
Yeah. It's not very straight, I'd say. I really enjoyed studying law at Oxford, but I didn't strictly leave wanting to be a lawyer. I kind of left thinking, "Oh, that was like quite intense. It was good fun, but quite intense." And I decided to just give myself a wee break, took the summer off, didn't think about careers, and then started to like think about it afterwards. Got a job waitressing in Glasgow as I started looking for things around, so that would have been at the end of 2019, and then around February 2020 I was like, you know what, maybe I've like earned this money, maybe I'll have a wee look at going traveling or something like that. Literally about a week later
Oh,
COVID started to get serious, so that was a shame. So yeah, so then I guess I spent the next few months just trying to think, how does one proceed in times of COVID?
yeah.
And especially when you kind of don't strictly know what you're doing, because I'd met with someone who works in the Scottish government. I'd gone to Edinburgh to meet with him in the Scottish government buildings to talk about a possible career there. I was really kind of testing the water in different areas, and suddenly we were kind of in lockdown, and I was very much lacking the inspiration that you just get from everyday life and being in the real world. And so I ended up getting a few temp jobs during lockdown. I've done 2 research jobs now with Dundee University, which has been really great, getting to apply some of those skills I got in Oxford. And I had 2 jobs with them. I also was a research assistant for a national radio show with Bauer Media during lockdown. So that was a radio show that was basically, its purpose was to try and keep people's spirits up, try and keep people like mentally and physically healthy during lockdown. So that was 15 shows a week for 6 weeks. So that was pretty intense. But I just went every day Googling positive stories and what people are up to in Scotland, and then just basically calling people and saying, like, will you tell your story on the radio? So actually a really nice job to have during lockdown, like not just for like the people who are listening to the radio show, but for me as well. It just kind of kept me like positive. And I really enjoyed that. And I thought, you know what? A job where I'm like talking to different people every day, that I get to like explore different topics. I think one of the reasons I've struggled with like trying to decide what to do with like a career is like at school I enjoyed like every subject I did. Like I didn't come out being like, oh, I definitely want to do this or that. And so doing this job where I was like learning different things every day, I thought really suited me. So I thought, you know what, I really like communication. I like communicating with people. I thought I'm pretty good at it, so I decided to look into masters in journalism and like communications and things like that. So that's how I ended up going down that route. I didn't go into it thinking I want to be a journalist. I was still kind of thinking maybe like government policy sort of things could be interesting. But having looked at the course, it was a master's in science, so very academic, very like critical, very a lot of like theory, but then also practical skills in like communication and journalism. So it just seemed very rounded and sort of the perfect thing to be doing when COVID was really like hindering me going like into the world, finding a career. So I figured it would be a good time to just try and take on more skills and do something that I was interested in. So yeah, that was quite long-winded, but that's how I ended up where I am now.
No, it's great. Thank you. And like you said, you kind of you didn't really come in with a plan on this is what I want to do and this is how I'm going to get there. Would you say that's quite common for someone doing a law degree or an Oxford degree?
Yeah, it's interesting. I've been saying recently, I'm so jealous of people that do like medicine or vet, that just kind of like know what they want to do. But not everyone's like that. Like I think I think some people go to Oxford knowing what they want to do, but definitely a lot of people don't. Like the reason I did law was because, well, I thought it was interesting. I thought I could be quite good at it, but I did not go in thinking, oh, I want to be a lawyer. And I didn't come out of it thinking I want to be a lawyer. Maybe that is still an option. Like who knows, maybe I will do that. I didn't fancy like commercial law or like commercial barrister, commercial solicitor. And that was kind of what I felt they were the options that were sort of given to me. And I don't know, maybe if I'd been given more of like, if I'd been aware of like other jobs within law, maybe that would have been something I might have explored more. But yeah, no, loads of people that I know didn't come in strictly knowing what they want to do. A lot of them have gone like straight into being a lawyer or straight into jobs. I know other people that are still exploring and thinking about things. So yeah, it's definitely a mix of both, and there's no right way to do it.
Yeah, it's reassuring for me as well, because I don't have a plan. I've got another year left, but I didn't have a plan either. And I think, as you're saying, some people know exactly what they want to do, but a lot of people are figuring it out, and you're still figuring it out. And that's like completely okay. You have all the time in the world to find out what you want to do with your life.
Yeah, 100%. I think taking a step back as well after uni, kind of just getting your bearings a wee bit, thinking about what it is that you like doing, what you're good at, and also the sort of lifestyle you might fancy. Like some people might not want to work like, I don't know, 10, 12 hours a day, which some people are happy doing, but yeah, taking a step back is definitely not a bad thing. And I was like in the position that I'm living at home at the moment, so not ideal, but I had that wee bit of like security while I did things through. So I know that I'm privileged in that sense. But yeah, I would. It's scary sometimes. Sometimes I have a wee wobble and I'm a bit like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's exciting, and I'm just trying to like remember that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. Really do appreciate you sharing your experiences, and I hope anyone out there who still doesn't know what they're doing feels slightly reassured that none of us know what we're doing. It's okay. You'll be fine. And yeah, so thank you, Eilidh, for coming on, and thank you anyone listening. Obviously, make sure you follow us at Oxford from the Inside, and I hope you stay safe and well. And until next time, bye bye.